Hello everyone and welcome back here on the ChainLog YouTube channel for the driving talk that we have every day in the weekdays anyway, when I come back from my first company. So today we are gonna talk about the possibility of a bull market and why we're headed there. So the first thing I want to talk about is on-chain data. The second thing is technical analysis data, and so the charts, the price, and the third is the macro or the macroeconomic data we have. So let's start from the on-chain, and at the end we'll get into the CPI numbers that are exited today. We got 4.9% when the forecast was 5%, and that's absolutely good. But let's get into on-chain first. As per the on-chain data we know now that shrimps are actually buying the bitcoins that are being mined alone. So only this category of hodlers that are little retailers that have like 0.1 to 1 bitcoin are actually buying alone those bitcoins that are mined and more. That means that we have this buy pressure just coming from shrimps. For the inflation side of things of Bitcoin, we are actually covered, okay? Meanwhile, we have also plankton that are those, for example, that have less than 0.1 Bitcoin, fish that has 1 to 10 Bitcoins, and so on. So crabs that have 1 to 10 Bitcoins, fish that 10 to 100 Bitcoin, and so on. Fishes are those that I'm interested in more, but this is an argument for another video. In this case, I'm interested to talk to you about the plankton and the crabs as well. So those kind of entities of retailers that have less than 10 Bitcoin. So this buy pressure is coming from these categories of hodlers that keep DCAing into the market no matter what. That means that they buy with the dollar cost averaging strategy every month if they get their wages or anyway little companies that want to invest and do not care about the short-term news or the short-term market price fluctuation. And why this is important for our argument today? Because if we have this buy pressure that keeps inflation at bay and we are covered there, and more, there is this buy pressure coming also into the market from exchanges, more or less practically and actually, because these retailers hasn't really the possibility to choose the OTC way, and mostly they don't do that. So we have this buy pressure, constant buy pressure on the Bitcoin side, and this will bring us to the point that the sell pressure coming from bad news and from the collapse of the FTX and all decentralized exchanges, the centralized platform like Celsius, the Terra Luna collapse, and all of that with the legislation that are in course. If we survived until here, probably with this buy pressure, if there is no black swan coming, then we'll probably are headed in fact towards about a bull market. And this is also true for the second part of this video for the technical analysis side, because we are below the 200 weekly SMAs. We even retested the 100 monthly EMA as the first time since Bitcoin has reached this age just right now, and bounce back up. So probably we'll never reach again those kind of level of well, we can accumulate below the 200s. We are actually above the 200 weekly EMAs and SMAs. SMAs are 25k more or less, and the EMAs are 26k actually currently. And we are probably headed more up. Short-term order realized prices as 25k. So if we have to go back down today, we probably bounce back from the 26k, in my opinion, before getting a little bit higher again. And more the macro things instead, since we have and this is the third part of the video. With the macro part, there is this CPI number that exited that is good, 4.9% instead of 5 forecasted. That means that we are headed to, and the market is pricing in towards a stop from the Fed. That market is pricing in 25 bps in the next two meetings. The next meeting is like 80-85% changing every day, the probability of 25 bps. And when we stop, probably we'll have a little bit more of time to wait until the CPI come down, because it does anyway year over year if you don't do nothing. But because of the interest rate, they will come down more and more faster. And then the next year, the market is just pricing in that the end of this year or the next year that we will start easing again, even with the bank's collapse that we are having in the last few weeks. And this is most likely, in my opinion, that we are heading towards a bull market next year, in fact. And it's not real close, it's a little bit there, but you know, this is what I think, and this is what I see for the forthcoming future. I hope you guys enjoyed this content, and you girls as well. And you'll find all the links into the description for my other social to find me and talk to me and ask me any question. And I wish you the best things in life, health, money, and love. And we see each other at the next video. Cheers.